Yo, it's your boy Tween Yoke, man, the GOAT, man, Mr. Create a Shot, Throw a Dot, Save Your Spot. I don't know. But today, I got for you the best passing styles in the game. I tested all 20 of them things. Them things. So, I appreciate you guys. If you like, comment, subscribe for your boy Tween Yoke, man. As we get into the very first one, we got none. So with none, I feel like it's more based off your pass accuracy, right? So if you have a high pass accuracy or a low pass accuracy, whatever you got, and then you have none on, then it's really going to be more based off of your player than the actual player, the NBA player that you have on, if that makes sense. So with none, it's pretty basic. Like there's nothing that's too flashy. You don't got that much kick to it. It's not too bad. It's not too horrible, but it's not too like amazing either. As you can see in these clips, like everything looks pretty decent. You know, the breaks are fine, chest passes are fine, bounce passes are fine. So overall, it's not the worst, but it ain't the best. Next up, we got my boy LaMelo, aka Melo. Sorry, Carmelo fans, but man, as an 84 requirement for this passing style, I gotta give it a C- because like, look at these load ups. Like I'm getting the ball tipped, the ball is just flowing. It's not flowing, but floating in the air. Like it's asking for a turnover. As a big, if you're throwing your breaks, you're asking for a turnover. Like as you see, the ball gets tipped right there. And I don't think for an 84 requirement that this passing style is very worth it. I feel like there's some better ones that's on this list that I can show you guys that are way better. It's a little flashy. It has some zip to it on some of the chest passes, and some of the flashes are pretty good. But just as a standard pass, it's just not nothing you want to look at for real. So LaMelo, C-. Next, we got my boy Paolo Banchero, man. I have to give him a C. It's a solid C. He has some animations that's pretty slow, nothing too zip. He don't got no kicks in none of his passes really. They're just pretty standard. For a 70 pass accuracy, I feel like it's better to go with none because he does have some slow chest passes, but nothing too good about him. Look, unless you want to throw some turnovers every single possession of your life for the rest of your life, use fundamental. You go ahead and use it. It's so bad. Like there's no requirement for it. It shouldn't be anyway. It shouldn't be no requirement. It shouldn't even be in the game. Like this passing style is just so bad. It's slow. It's just asking for you to give the ball to the other team. Like I don't recommend anybody ever use this. It shouldn't be in the game. Like nobody passes this slow in real life. My grandma passed better than and faster than this. I was so scared to use this passing style in the rec or proving grounds or pro-am that I went to the street bar to test it out. Like that's how you know that this is just bad. So if you want to troll, put it on. But if not, let's just skip out on fundamental. Ain't nothing fundamental about none of these passes. Now, as we get on to a way better passing style with Mike Conley, I can genuinely say that I was actually surprised at how good this passing style was. It takes a 90 overall pass accuracy to get this. I give it an A, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it was definitely, it had some zip to his passes. The bounce passes are pretty good, man. The chest passes are pretty good. Like the break starter type passes are pretty good. Like everything was solid overall. Like if I didn't have Tyrese Halliburton as my passing style, I definitely would use Mike Conley. So for the point guards out there that want to use a passing style, I recommend using Mike Conley if you don't want to use Tyrese. As we get to that passing style a little later on, but like overall, Mike Conley definitely a pleasant surprise. So put that on if you want to have some more hot dots in your life. But other than that, get on to the next one. Next, we got Wardell, Steph Curry. I honestly was disappointed by how bad his was for his rating. The requirement, I should say. So with an 82 requirement, I feel like his value of the requirement passing style for him doesn't add up. He has some very slow winding up some passes that look like they'll get picked off, especially throwing a break. And in a half-court setting, his chest passes are pretty bad. I don't recommend nobody use this. I recommend you might as well use none. He has some okay flashies, but other than that, I feel like Steph is just a C. I don't recommend this. Next, we got Anthony Edwards, and with some of these passing styles, some of them make sense and some of them don't. This one makes sense because of the requirement that it has being a 74. And it's slow. It's a little bit better than Steph because he has these jump passes that you just seen in those clips right there that come out his hands pretty fast. And I definitely recommend people start jump passing this year. It definitely helps a little bit getting over the defense and things like that. But overall, he has so many load ups. It seems quick, maybe because of my pass accuracy, but overall, not very good. On to the next one as we have De'Aaron Fox. Now listen, you want to talk about surprising? This is probably the most surprising passing style that I've tested the entire 2 days of me testing these passing styles. At a 77 required passing style rating, or pass accuracy rating, this is probably the best one for your budget, I would say. It has a couple, load ups in there, but overall, I had it at like a C- when I was testing it, just shooting around in the my court. But as I went into the game modes, man, this passing style is pretty good. So for those guards that want to go to a low pass accuracy, either do none or go with the De'Aaron Fox. As you can see in these clips, man, looks pretty clean. He got some whip on his passes. The break passes are pretty good. Touch pass pretty good. Bounce pass pretty good. Everything pretty good. Now we're on to the S tier. The only S tier of the list being Tyrese Halliburton. Listen, man, if you don't got this passing style on, I don't know what you're doing. It was the best last year. It's probably the best this year next to Mike Conley. I feel like if you're a guard or big, you should be using this passing style. The breaks are great. Bounce passes are fantastic. Flashes are looking pretty smooth this year as well. Everything, it just has it all. Overall, if you want to throw them hottie dotties, man, use Tyrese. Look at that jump pass. Oh my, it's just nice and clean, man. Overall, Tyrese, once again, the best passing style in the game. As I go on to the worst, I'm not gonna say the worst, but one of the worst passing styles in the game, because of it being an 88 requirement. It doesn't live up to the Mike Conley and the Tyrese Halliburtons of the world. It has a lot of slow animations to get out of your hands pretty fast, like you will like it to be. And for it to be an 88, I'm not a fan of it. I do not recommend you put this passing style on at all. Next, we got LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, he has this like his own little unique jump pass where he like kicks his foot in the air. I don't know if that might get stolen or not. I didn't have a chance to actually use it in game. But the main purpose of LeBron's passing style is this little flick up you're gonna see right here for the break. That little toss. Other than that though, his passing style is pretty mid. For an 85 rating, it doesn't live up to par. So that's why I dropped it down to a B. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Overall, I feel like they could have had a little bit better options for LeBron. But overall, I wouldn't recommend really using it unless you want that little push pass, if you will, for the breaks. Other than that, there are definitely better options for passing styles other than the glorious king, LeBron James. So next up, we have one of the best passers in NBA history in Magic Johnson. And unfortunately, gotta give him a D tier grade, man. With the 83 requirement, if you're playing Pro-Am, if you're playing anything competitively, and you try to do this out there, it's getting picked off. It looks goofy. You can, I guess if you want to do some style points, you can go for that. But like, it takes way too long to get off, and his animations are just slow. Load ups everywhere. Would not recommend this at all. Next up, we got Nikola Jokic. Overall, it's just a decent passing style, man. Like, last year it wasn't that good. This year I don't feel it's that good either. His passes are pretty slow. He has load ups everywhere. Overall, I feel like they could have did better with his passing style, his animations, but I wouldn't use it for a 79 requirement. It could definitely be better, but I would definitely skip this passing style. Next up, we got Dame time, Rain time. Don't got no hang time. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, man. It's just mid. 81 requirement, but nothing to really show for it. It has some decent animations, I guess, but overall, like, it's kind of like none, or like the Bancheros of the passing styles. Like, it's just cool. Nothing that's too, amazing. You don't have any like uniqueness about it. But overall, like, I would say if you want to put it on just to have it, you can. It's not horrible, but again, it's not great either. So I feel like you could skip this one as well. Next up, we got Donovan Mitchell, another one that I was really surprised about, man. Like, he has some great animations. Like, for an 84 requirement, it definitely lived up to the hype. I feel like if you cannot get Mike Conley or you can't get Tyrese Halliburton, of course, with those being a little bit higher with the 89 and a 90 requirement for those passing styles, go D Mitch, man. Like, he surprised me. I didn't expect D Mitch to be as good as it was, clean as it was. The passes were clean, chest passes were clean. Like, everything about it was pretty solid, man. I don't have any problem with it. Like, if I had a low pass accuracy or a lower pass accuracy than what I have right now with the 93, I probably would put D Mitch on if I didn't put like a Fox or a Mike Conley on. So I definitely recommend you guys use this passing style. We got Ja Morant, and I'm gonna keep this one kind of short because I didn't get many clips of it because of how mediocre it is. I don't feel like it should even be a passing style. I feel like you can just use none or Fox, or you can even use Anthony Edwards if you want for a better passing style than this. So overall, it's just something that they just kind of added to the game, I feel like. But overall, like, don't use this. Next up, we got CP to the 3 ski, man. I don't know. I don't really like this as much as I feel like I should because of it being a 90 requirement for the passing style. And I feel like for the rating, it doesn't live up to the hype. There are better options out there, but there are also, you know, of course, worse options out there. So it could be worse, but for it being a 90 pass accuracy to get this, I don't think it's worth it. So it lost value. Next up, we got Sabonis, man, and I was very impressed by how good this passing style is. Like, for a 74 rating, the value of this passing style goes through the roof because I had it at like a C, and then going into the games, I'm like, I almost forgot what passing style I was using. Like, if you're a big and you want to go, let's say, silver playmaking for your, you know, silver break starter, things like that, and not go for the high playmaking, I'll say go with Sabonis, man. Sabonis is pretty good. Same for the guards. If you want to go Fox or Sabonis, it's probably the best budget passing style you can get in the game. Like, look at these passes. Like, they're just good. Next up, we have Jason Williams, and let's just take a second to just hold on. These passes, like, why is he bowling the pass to his teammate? Like, well, what I don't like. See, Jason Williams was very flashy in his day, but like, that don't mean you have to have every pass be a flashy pass. Like, and when you're like by yourself doing this with a teammate, it looks pretty cool. Like, it looks like it's getting there pretty quick. But like, as soon as you get into the game, like, what he just did a 360 spin for it. These are all A passes, straight A passes, and I'm not double tapping B or nothing. These are A passes every single time, except that. But then when you get into the game, it's like, look at this. Watch. It's just slow. It's just so slow. Like, for a 90 requirement, man, the budget just doesn't add up. Look how slow that bounce pass is. Like, I just do not recommend you guys use this. It's asking for a turnover. I guess you get some style points for using it, but overall, it's not something that you would definitely want to actually use in game. Last but not least, we got Ice Trae Young, man, with the 80 requirement. Overall, I didn't really see anything that I was too impressed by with him. He has a very unique lob that he likes to scoop and throw instead of like regular throw, so I guess that's cool. But other than that, for the 80 requirement, I expected more and didn't get more. So overall, Trae's just pretty decent. Those are the 20 best and worst passing styles in the game of 2K25, man. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Leave me a like, subscribe to your boy. 2K going on a demo, not no more. So if you want to see the best, I ain't gonna say the best, my personal preference, 2K25 Trae Young build, click that link below or at the top, wherever. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen, somewhere around here. Click that link. And then if you didn't know, I was #1 in assists for like a hot second on Proving Ground, so I know a little something about passing the ball. So we're on the road to 500 subscribers, man. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Other than that, we out.